Hello, Eagles. Today we are going to take a look at this book, Night Books. Night Books is a Truman Award book. It is a scary book, so if you like horror, this will be a good book for you. I feel like this one also crosses over into the elements of fantasy a little bit too, because there is kind of some magical elements in this book. So let's take a look at the book trailer. If you like scary books and you like this book, this would be a great one to read since it is a Truman book. This will count on your Mark Twain Truman Challenge, so you can get some prizes for that. To check out the prizes and what the Mark Twain Truman Challenge is, don't forget to check out our module in Canvas on Mark Twain Truman Challenge. I hope you like the book trailer. Today we are going to take a look at this book, City of Ghosts. This is another Truman Award nominee. This also is a scary book. So if you like scary stories, this would be a good one for you. This one is more about supernatural, ghosts, things like that. But I don't feel like it's too scary. Also, I noticed this book has nice big words. I felt like it was a quick, easy read. So I feel like this would probably be a good fit book for most of you. So if you like scary stories, this would be a really good one to check out. And this one will also count towards your Mark Twain Truman Challenge. So don't forget to check out the Mark Twain Truman Challenge in Canvas, and make sure to submit your videos on our Flipgrid. So there's a module for our Flipgrid in the Mark Twain Truman Challenge in Canvas. So don't forget to do that so that you get your prizes for reading these books. Let's check out the book trailer.
City of Ghosts is the story of a girl named Cassidy who nearly drowns, and a ghost named Jacob who saves her life. Their spirits get tangled up in the process, and now Cassidy's not entirely alive, and Jacob's not all dead, and they can both cross into the spirit realm. With that ability, and the fact her best friend is a ghost, Cassidy's life is already pretty strange. And then her parents land a job hosting a television show. Not just any show, but one that will take them to the most haunted places in the world. First stop, Edinburgh, Scotland. I've always been fascinated by the strange and the monstrous and the magical, and Edinburgh is a city with all three. I can't wait for you to discover Cassidy's world and go on this adventure with her and Jacob as they find themselves at the center of their own ghost story.
All right, hello, Eagles. Today we are going to take a look at the book Skyward. Skyward is a sci-fi, and this one is also a Truman Award nominee, so this will also count as a book for your Mark Twain Truman Challenge, so don't forget about that. This book, I don't want to compare this to Star Wars at all, but I think if you are a Star Wars fan, you might like this book, because this book is also a sci-fi book because of its dystopian nature. So this kind of takes place in space, and it's all about the main character Spencer wanting to get into flight school, and so their survival depends on their aircrafts being in space. So let's take a look at the book trailer for Skyward. Hello Eagles, today we are going to talk about Alan Gratz. So Alan Gratz has a new book out right now called Ground Zero. So I'm going to show you that book trailer today. First, I wanted to show you a few more titles that you might like. If you are into a lot of war stories or historical fiction, or if you just like Alan Gratz in general, you need to check out Ground Zero. So some other books that he has: Refugee. This is a really popular book last year, so these are all historical fiction, which is primarily what he writes. So Refugee would be a good one. Allies is another one. This one's pretty new as well. This one just came out recently about D-Day. You will love Allies if you like war stories. Prisoner B3087 is another really good one. This was a Truman Award nominee in 2015-16. So Prisoner B3087 is another really good book. These are all based on some historical events. So they're historical fiction, but they are loosely based on real events. Today we're going to take a look at the book trailer for Ground Zero. Ground Zero, right now, you guys can check this out in Destiny Discover. So let me show you that. When you go to regular Destiny, don't forget that you can get right into Destiny Discover. So let me show you how to do that really quickly, just because I want to double check that you all know how to get into Destiny Discover. So you go to Destiny through student links. Click on Eastgate 6th Grade Center. You're going to log in. Your login information is your normal lunch number and date of birth password. You're going to go into the catalog and then click on Destiny Discover. Okay, so I already have it pulled up. If for some reason it times you out and asks you to time in again or log in again, it's just lunch number and birthday. So I typed in Ground Zero up here, and you see that it is in. That means it's in our library, ready for you to check out. So I always recommend that you guys open the books first and just kind of flip through it to see if this is a book that you like. And right now we're gonna have a problem, so I can't really check this out right now to show you guys, but that is where it's at. I'm just having a technical difficulty right now. So let's go ahead and look at the book trailer for Ground Zero. This is all about 9/11. So this one is one that is near and dear to my heart. And I'm sure you guys will like this one as well. This is Alan Gratz, the author of Ground Zero.
The author of Ground Zero. September 11th was a brilliant fall day in New York City. The sky was bright blue, it was cloudless, the air was crisp. It was a gorgeous day. Ground Ground Zero is the story of the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks. It's told from the point of view of two different kids. The first is 9-year-old Brandon. He is in the North Tower of the World Trade Center on September 11th when the first plane hits. He's just gotten into the elevator and he's about 20 floors away from the top of the building when boom, the whole building shakes. A plane has flown into the building just above him, and now Brandon has to try and figure out how he is going to survive and see if he can save his day. The other story that's woven in with Brandon's is that of Reshmina. She is 11 years old, she lives in Afghanistan, and she is suffering through her own version of 9/11 in the present day as her village becomes a battleground between the United States and the Taliban, who are still fighting a war in Afghanistan because of what happened on September 11th, 2001. For years, young readers have been asking me to write a book about 9/11. The way it impacted me and almost every American that I know, it's made 9/11 really difficult to think about and talk about and remember. Brandon and Reshmina are two kids who believe they are strong enough to meet any challenge, and they are strong characters. But what they learn is that sometimes the world is too much for you to deal with on your own. And what you have to do is you have to find friends, you have to find allies, you have to come together as a community and overcome challenges together. Everybody remains strong individually, but sometimes we need help. And that's really, I think, one of the ultimate messages of Ground Zero is that it's not me against the world. It's all of us working together to overcome everything that the world can throw at us.